everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
Welcome back for another Wind Down Wednesday.
Yep.
It's starting to get a little blustery outside, so we may have to speed this up in a little while.
No.
If the rain starts to come. I don't know, we're in this
bad.
weird pattern right now. We're not getting afternoon thunderstorms, we're getting like evening thunderstorms now.
At night, all night long.
But it is cooling things off a little bit, so definitely happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful out here.
So let's jump right on in to the wines we have for tonight. We're going to start with the white. We have the Che Fico 2021 Pinot Grigio. So this is an Italian wine.
Have we done it before?
I don't think so. I can't remember. But I had it on my list as one that we have not done in a while or we've never done. So if you haven't...
and this is a good brand.
We haven't done it yet. The Che Fico is a really great Italian wine. We've done several of their wines. I love it with any kind of Italian food. That's definitely my go-to.
Yes,
Italian wine.
I must make marinara this weekend.
So this, yes, please, because I need some more jars.
Yes.
This is $25 a bottle, so very moderately priced.
Yeah.
It's described as earthy and crisp, and it's 100% Pinot Grigio. It's not a blend of anything. So sometimes they do add some other grapes, a very small percentage, just to kind of play with the taste a little bit to achieve a particular flavor that they're looking for. So what do you think?
First, I mean, right off the bat, it's like, it's creamy.
Okay.
It's a little creamy.
It says earthy and crisp. Maybe you're getting the earthiness, but you're kind of reading as
I'm not
creamy.
getting that crispy Pinot Gris flavor.
Oh, you know what? I was going to look back.
Pinot
I don't think I have any,
Not
but
Pinot Gris.
yeah, Pinot
Right.
Grigio. So earthy and crisp with notes of lemon peel, almond, yellow apple, and a hint of dry honey. I don't have any almonds, but that's something I need to go buy because now I can add that into. It's chicken. It's all chicken.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, you just dip it in whichever flavor sauce you want. I got some Chick-fil-A sauce and I got some Asian zing sauce. So almonds would be. I would love to see how it affects the taste of this wine. It's things that I don't normally think of when I think Italian. I don't normally think of these kind of tasting notes.
You do have the espresso coffee beans. You do have the pungent cheese. Which this is Parmesan?
Yes, Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
Yeah, so I've definitely figured that would go well with an Italian wine.
Yeah.
So it says, look up Pinot Grigio in a wine book and you'll probably see a bottle of Che Fico. It's textbook delicious. Sourced from the volcanic soils of Sicily, the taste is bright and fresh with lemon and chopped apple that finishes dry with hints of honey and almond. So I do have, it's not yellow apple, but I do have some Honeycrisp apples, which of course are my favorite. A little bit of pear might go nicely. Some of the different vegetables, definitely chicken. So we got a variety of different things. And it says it pairs well with whiter fish, creamy pasta, and fresh cheeses. So lots of different cheeses and stuff over here. I have just a variety of different things. So I just figured kind of like explore around, see what you like.
Tastes like a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah, when you dip it in the Chick-fil-A sauce, of course it does. So the soil to sip report for this wine, it says sourced from estate vines in Sicily, planted over 19 years ago in volcanic, mineral-rich soils. The grapes were harvested by parcel only when ripe, then pressed just minutes after picking. So that's a really fast turnaround.
Okay, quick comment.
Okay.
After eating a piece of chicken with the Chick-fil-A, a little bite in the back.
Really, I kind of thought with the Chick-fil-A sauce it would kind of enhance the creaminess that they were talking about.
This is good. This is good.
I know, right?
This is really good. And I don't normally like Pinot Grigio, but this is good.
So creamy pastas. I mean, think about any kind of Alfredo.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do a chicken francais. You could do chicken piccata. This would be great with chicken piccata, wouldn't it? Not to cook with it, but to actually. You don't want to cook with this. It's you know.
Look, the chicken piccata, you have the capers.
Yes.
But I think the lemon peel kind of notes of this wine would play off of that.
I would definitely. Here's the deal. It's not the price of the wine. It's when I'm cooking chicken piccata, I'll buy like a yellowtail white blend or Chardonnay.
Yeah, something like less expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just gonna cook with it anyway. So it was fermented in stainless steel tanks for 12 days, then aged for 8 months in steel to maximize freshness, and it was bottled under sustainable cork. I had it with the Chick-fil-A sauce, the chicken with the Chick-fil-A sauce. It made the wine taste a little more tangy.
Yes. Yeah, sort of.
Kind of bringing out maybe a little bit more of the earthiness of the wine. I'm kind of thinking. So I'm going to try some of the saltier cheese.
I've got my
the Regal Beagle shirt.
the Regal Beagle.
Yes, throwback to Three's Company.
The bar in Three's Company. where they filmed many scenes.
Mm-hmm. That was a funny show.
Jack Tripper.
That was silly.
We'll start watching it again sometime. But my shirt fits again. I've lost weight.
I know, that's what I was just saying. That
She lost a lot of weight.
I bought this dress like 6 to 8 months ago, and when it came, it's normally my size, which was that kind of the cut and the style of it. When I tried it on, it was too tight, so I just left it hanging in the closet with the tag on. Pulled it out today, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna give that one a try again. And sure enough, it fits.
I can tell you, I got on the scale today, and I have changed my diet slightly. Slightly.
It's having a big difference.
I'm fasting at night. Well, not tonight, I'm not fasting tonight. But, you know, here's the thing. You could do this once or twice a week, and you can still keep the pounds off as long as you exercise and maintain during the week. Maintain everything during the week, portion control, but look at us. We're drinking wine, and we're eating snacks. We're not going to eat all of this, but, you know.
We just put out a variety.
Yeah.
And then I'm the lucky one who gets to
pull them during the week.
take all the leftovers for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to make anything for lunch.
Yeah. But again, these wines are different than the store-bought wines because they are lesser in calories, and she's going to explain that. You know, it's just.
Yeah, but if you watched any of our videos before, you know a little bit about the clean crafted wine. So, the ingredients for this wine are grapes, tartaric acid, yeast, and sulfites. That's it. That's all that goes into this wine. There's no other additives, fillers, no anything to mess with the wine. It's just wine as nature intended it to be.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's why we love it. We have some friends who really do love it now.
Yes.
And they order it all the time.
Yes.
And
we were very happy that they were sharing this information, inviting some friends to come over and give it a try, and hopefully we've converted those people to be clean crafted wine drinkers too.
They came to one of our wine parties. I don't even know how they got invited.
Because of Coach Rosie.
Yeah, but they're great. But it's the taste. If you have a taste for good wine, you will automatically pick up on it. You'll be like, yes.
When you try these, you'll be amazed at and then you try to go back and drink your favorite wine again, and you'll realize all of the other stuff. It has a weird taste to it, like a chemical taste. After having these wines, you really, once you have this, you can't go back.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly, it's like if you got into a Cadillac, a brand new Cadillac right now, and then you get into a small little Chevette, you'd be like, wow, I want the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Now, she doesn't like driving my truck, but I like my truck. I love my truck.
Because it's boxier. Like, I drive a smaller size SUV, like a medium size SUV, and mine's on a car frame, so it drives differently than a
But she's the only one I let drive it.
Yes.
She's the only one that's allowed to drive that truck.
So this is 13% alcohol. It is 1.33 grams per liter of residual sugar and 84 parts per milliliter of sulfites. Most of the clean crafted wines are going to be 100 or less. So that is typically what causes people to have basically like an allergic reaction and might cause you to, in the form of headaches.
Like a histamine reaction.
Right, kind of like that. So if you have trouble because your head gets clogged or you get headaches or whatever, it probably could be. It could be because of the other additives and fillers and other stuff they put in there. But it could be because of the sulfites. So because these are naturally or the sugar, because they're naturally lower in all of those things, then you might not have as much of a reaction.
I mean, if you were to drink a lot of soda, a lot before you went to bed, you'd have a headache.
All the sugar and
the high fructose corn syrup, all of that. And a can of Coke or Pepsi is like battery acid. I mean, you can pour it on a rusted piece of metal, and the next day it's clean. So, what I'm saying is the difference is the quality. If you want quality, this is what you should go for.
So, did you try this with the apple? I absolutely loved it with the apple.
I did a little bit.
It tastes really good. So, saltiness with the fruity, some of the savory with the chicken and the Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh my goodness, dog.
She's being aggressive.
She is being very aggressive tonight. This is a great wine. It goes with a lot of different things. And it's also just a great wine for sipping. Oh, you're going to fruit the lime?
Fruit the lime.
I just tried it with a little bit of the roasted vegetables that I have in the Tuscan olive oil.
Yeah.
With a little bit of the Italian seasoning on it.
Digging that?
So that the seasoning on it is a little bit spicy.
Really?
Yeah, but it's an interesting flavor though to go with this Italian white wine. All of these things just kind of bring out different notes in the wine.
That's why I can't wait. When I'm working during the demo.
Oh, I know. Go wind down Wednesday. I know.
Can't wait to do it.
So this is 105 calories per 5-ounce serving. It is 0.197 grams per 5-ounce serving of carbs and 0 fat. So again, I challenge you to try to find this information, especially the ingredients, the actual list of ingredients on a bottle of wine that you would buy just from the store.
Yes, send us pictures.
So you can compare what I was just saying to the stuff that is in those wines, and you would probably be appalled.
Yes.
If they actually were honest, but most of them don't disclose that information.
No, it's funny when you go to the store and you look at turn the bottle around and look at the bottle of wine, there's no ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You know? Everything else, even beer, you have to put the ingredients on there.
Mm-hmm.
But wine, you don't.
I'm not really.
Same thing with hard liquor, you know.
I'm not really sure why. Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, I got a guy at the liquor store. I know the guy.
Yeah.
They came into this rye. I might buy a lot of it because they came. I don't know how they came into it, but they have this rye whiskey, big bottles up for $20 a bottle.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, they normally sell for 100.
Okay.
They got like pallets of it. I don't know how they got them,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go buy more of it and give them as gifts.
Did you try it?
No, it's rye whiskey.
Okay, maybe you should try it first before you start giving it away as
We could
gifts.
try it
What
tonight.
if-
I mean.
No, thank you. What if it just doesn't taste very good? So
They
you don't want to
said
be giving that away.
They
as
said it's
gifts.
got more bite than Jack. A little more bite than Jack.
I'm not really a big liquor drinker.
I enjoy a good whiskey probably 3 or 4 times a year. I'll have a glass of it. And I have a lot of it in my house. Ask her. I have a lot of different whiskeys,
Yeah.
expensive whiskeys. Well, 3 or 4 times. Thanksgiving, I think I'll have a glass. After dinner, I'll have a glass of whiskey.
Really?
Maybe before.
I don't know. I like to stick to my clean crafted wines.
Yeah,
I really
know.
don't like to mix things up. It's just like
Your dad loves whiskey.
save that maybe for like a football game or something.
Yeah, we could do that. We both have big games this weekend.
Yes. So last week I was mistaken. I said that we were playing Kentucky. We played Charlotte last weekend. This weekend is when we're playing Kentucky, and we're playing at Kentucky.
That Charlotte game was not a blowout either.
No, it was not.
It was kind of close.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what happened to Florida?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure, but
Are you old?
no, I just cooked them today.
We never bring napkins out here.
We had. I'm sorry. I don't think about it. We had a little bit of leftover food from the wine party, but boy, we blew through a lot of the different foods.
Well,
it's nice to catch up with several
It
people
is.
there we're familiar with.
We know them.
We're kind of catching up on everything that's been going on. The couple that hosted the party,
They're great people.
and they've been on a lot of
Cheers,
vacations
you guys.
recently. Yes,
I know
thank
you're
you.
watching tonight. Cheers. Thank you.
A lot of vacations recently, so it's fun to hear about all their different adventures.
My son is being sent to Singapore. He is a professional mixologist. I know you're watching, son. He tells me he watches too. Shout out to Nate. His son's day tomorrow. He is going to be sent to Singapore to train a brand new bar and club, nightclub in downtown Singapore, and create the recipes for all their elaborate cocktails. I don't know the name of the place, but props to him.
Mm-hmm.
Props to my other sons too. Gavin's a professional musician, and he's
Gavin
a
in the piano.
Gavin on the piano. Go on Spotify. Gavin on the piano. He's very good. And Chris is actually working. I found out today that he has started a debris removal company up there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, at least.
With the help of his grandfather. So they're doing something.
Okay. Well, that's good.
And I know his grandfather is going to work him hard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Cheers to them.
And cheers to your son too, who's doing pretty good. He's doing good.
He's got excellent grades right now. He's running fantastic in cross country. Every week he keeps getting another personal best, running faster and faster. And I mean,
You know, he sits there and
I
says
really,
he doesn't.
I couldn't ask for a better kid.
No, but he says that he goes, oh, I don't want a scholarship. But what if you just get one? What if you're that good and they say, we'll give you a scholarship?
I think he's saying right. He's only a sophomore right now, so he's still got a little ways to go before he goes to college. But
Next year, if he's running like this, you're going to just start sniffing around.
they probably will. But he's told me flat out, he's like, Mom, Running is fun. It's a great hobby. It's a great way to stay in shape and everything.
But it's not everything.
But right, I want to go to college based off of what I want to get a degree in, and whether I run or not, I really don't care.
Well, yeah, running is fun. It's great. It's relaxing for the soul, and it's good for your body. I'm down to power walking now. I do like really. She walks faster than anybody on earth. I can't even keep up there. I have to run.
Although pint-sized 5'2" of me, I do. My legs do walk really fast.
She's a pint-sized little runner, but she doesn't have to run. So she's like, and I'm like, I can't. Slow down.
That's why I wear this little handy-dandy watch. Oh, fun fact. When you are drinking your wine, the more you sip and raise your glass,
calories.
the more your watch thinks that you are taking steps and walking. So, hey, everybody get your steps in.
Okay, we gotta go to the red now.
Yes, we need to move on to the red. Oh, while you're pouring the red, let me just share one more thing. A fun little did you know fact about this white Cape Fico. It says the color of the Pinot Grigio cluster is actually a cranberry color. The grape itself is a cranberry color. Classic Pinot Grigio is made with no skin contact to get that straw yellow color. But you could also have a Pinot Grigio Rosé or a Romato, which is basically like a copper color wine. So it is technically a red grape, but because to make the Pinot Grigio, they have no contact with the skin, and that's what gives it the lighter color.
You mean they take the skins off the grapes?
Yes.
That's weird.
Before they press it and go through the whole process of fermentation and everything else. No skin contact.
So like this wine, which is I've never even heard of this before.
So this one is a let me switch back to that one. So this is the 2021 Nest Nebbiolo, and it's from California.
Nebbiolo, I've never heard of that.
And it says I bought this one because I was reading the description and how it apparently is very similar to like a Pinot Noir, and I love a good Pinot Noir.
You can see that. I have never heard of this wine before.
So this was a Scout Circle exclusive. You could only get it if you were in the Scout Circle Wine Club. But now I just saw on the website that it is a Scout Circle Unlocked. So apparently it is available now to anybody. But usually the Scout Circle Unlocked are only for a limited time, and I'm not quite sure how long it will be on there. So what do you think? It's kind of a lighter red.
Pinot Noirish.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be, like a Pinot Noir. And I forgot to mention too, like a lot of the Scout and Cellar wines, you have the option of adding it as a auto sip. So that is another way. So we have the Scout Circle Wine Club where you have access to exclusive wines. You can select, and the Scout and Cellar select the wines for you. Okay, just hang on. There's a difference. So the Scout Circle Wine Club, they select the wines for you, and then you just select whether you want all red, all white, a mixture of red and white. Sometimes they throw rosés in there. And you can select how often you want it shipped. You can select if you want 4 bottles or 6 bottles or 12 bottles. So there's a lot of different options to create this little package. But then you do have access to some of these really great wines that you can't get on the regular website. So it's really fun just to get some new things and explore, for one thing. But if there are wines on the website that you really like
staples,
on the regular wine, so you can just order it a one-time order, or you can sign up for what's called auto sip. And again, if there are particular wines, you can pick the ones that you want and then put it in your cart, and you can sign up for auto sip, and you get a 10% discount whenever you order it through auto sip. And then you can choose how often you want those wines shipped to you. So maybe if you want it twice a month, if you want it once a month, every other month, whatever you want it to be, you can, the ones that are available for auto sip, they call it, you can select and put it into your cart, and that way you can always keep those favorite wines coming, of course, until they run out, because these are come from smaller, like boutique vineyards, and there's a limited quantity, so when it runs out, it runs out.
And then you pick something else.
Yes.
Now while you're tasting that, I'm going to say something.
Okay.
The direction of AI. I'm a coder, and I can tell you right now, it's going to get to the point where they can program. They don't have an app yet, but if you have an app on your phone, via Instagram ads, via Facebook ads, via all the social media ads, at some point, if you have an account, they'll be able to detect what you are talking about, like at dinner table.
Aren't they already doing that right now?
Well, no, I'm talking about actual auto ordering. If you authorize, click the checkbox.
Okay.
There's some companies asking me to program this. Click checkbox, auto. If you say the words, they'll ship it to you. Bill your credit card.
So you don't even have to physically go into the website to place your order. You just talk about it, and
You
it'll
can be,
automatically.
especially with
Oh,
wine.
I don't think I like that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's the direction things are
And
going.
even though I talk about it, doesn't necessarily mean that I want to do it.
If
Well, I
you
don't-
authorize it.
Oh well, okay. So I would be one of those people that never authorizes that.
So be extra careful when you download an app. If they say, I accept all terms and conditions, read the terms and conditions.
Definitely.
Because if you click OK and then download the app, you could be getting some bills on the credit card.
I definitely would not like that. So with this wine,
Really?
right off the bat, it definitely is more like a Pinot Noir.
You like?
I do like it. I should have cleansed my palate before I switched from the one wine to the other, but I just had it with some of the raspberry ale cheese, and that balances really nicely.
Yeah.
I kind of like the
Try with
taste
the
of that.
Parmesan?
There are some specific foods on here that I think will go really well with this wine. So a little background information about this wine. So it has, it's described as earthy and light with notes of cherry, sweet rose candy, cranberry, plum, and flint. So I have some dried cherries that I think would probably go well with that. I have some plum
And
over here
I'm gonna fruit it with fruit, a tomato,
with a tomato. Okay.
and a piece of plum.
So I already tried it with some of the raspberry ale cheese, so a little bit of like that sweetness on the cheese with this wine with the creaminess from the cheese. It does go very nicely.
It's a light red. It is. If I had to describe it, it's a light red. And it's good. It's very good.
So this is a slight blend. It says it's 79.7% Nebbiolo and 20.3% of Petite Syrah. Wow.
Oh, it is a petite Syrah. That's what I was just going to say. That.
Really?
Yeah, petite Syrah.
I definitely get more like Pinot Noir.
You would not have this with pasta. You would have it with. You could have it with pasta. Because,
No.
You know. I think the entire time that we've been dating, I think I made lasagna one time.
Lasagna's kind of a pain to make.
I don't make
Because
it.
you have to cook the noodles, and then after you cook them, trying to layer them and pick them up and move them. To me, I must overcook them because they always like rip apart when I'm trying to
Do you remember when I made chicken lasagna?
make the layers.
With chicken breast?
No, we did the no carb version of chicken lasagna. Remember we took the chicken
Why
and
can't we do that?
we sliced it really thin,
Why can't we
and
do
we
that?
used the chicken instead of noodles
Yes.
as the layering. Oh yeah, absolutely.
The white chicken breast and have lasagna
Ooh,
with the
let's do that
garlic.
this weekend.
We could do that.
Yes.
With whole milk instead of-
Yummy. So
No carbs.
the ingredients for this wine are grapes, tartaric acid, yeast sulfites, and malolactobacteria. Again, these are all just things that are part of the fermentation process, but that's it. That's all that's in these wines.
You know what? I've never had this before, but honestly, it's a great sipping wine. It's a great Wednesday
It's
evening
nice
wine.
and nice and light, and there's nothing
Yeah.
really that kind of like jumps out at me as
It's not
far as
heavy.
like the flavors
It's
or
not a
anything
heavy,
like that.
it's not heavy. It'd be great to have with with pork chops or, light dinner, snack. Primarily, honestly, with just like a wind down Wednesday. Like, it's midweek, let's relax, let's have some snacks. This is the perfect wine for
You
it.
come home from work, you pour yourself a little glass,
A
kind of
big
relaxing
glass.
a little bit.
You have big glasses
Yeah.
sometimes.
You pour yourself a little glass, cooking dinner, you're kind of relaxing, you're easing yourself into the evening. This is a great wine to
Have you
help
ever-
you wind down.
Have you ever had a really difficult day, frustrating day at work, and you come home and
No,
you pour the wine
never.
and you do this? That's when you know you had a hard day.
You're a little heavy-handed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna fill that up.
Yeah.
It's like Gunner and Son he fills the glass all the way up.
I know. I'll like their wine glasses. They fill to the brim. It's not just a little like half glass full.
Oh no, you get your money's worth there.
Oh yeah, but it's not clean crappy wines.
No.
So it says if you are a fan of Pinot Noir, you need Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo is the grape that makes up Barolo and Barbaresco in northern Italy, some of the most collected wines in the world. This California Nebbiolo is soft, dry, silky, and full of red currants, berries, and a thread of dried herbs. So refreshing and round is how that. What was that face? Oh my gosh!
No, the brine with the garlic olives. Yikes.
Okay, so not the wine.
No, you don't want to have that with the brine with those type of olives. And the Kalamata olives don't have that. Wow, that brine tastes like burnt rubber.
Ooh, yuck. Okay, I am gonna say with some of the different fruits with this wine, the dried cherry's perfect. Love the way that tastes with this wine. I had the plum because they kept
little
talking
red
about
pepper.
plum in here, the plum really, it kind of takes away from the wine. I'm not liking the plum as much.
It steals
I'm not liking the plum as much with this wine.
Yeah.
Pairs well with pizza, mushroom pasta, and grilled veggies. So I have roasted veggies, not grilled.
I sent her food porn last night.
And,
remember that? I kept sending her pizza pictures.
I wish I could have that. But that's why I have the stuffed mushrooms, because this should pair well
We can have
with
pizza
this
once a
wine.
month.
We can, especially if it's cauliflower crust.
No, but we could have Calibria's once a month.
Because all of my grains have to be whole grains.
So if you went to Calibria's and had one slice, you bought a bottle of
Well,
that.
it's pretty thin, but again, I would probably have like one slice, and then I would make sure I have all my veggies, my salad,
You have a
everything
salad.
like that.
Say I want a green salad.
And definitely the clean crafted wine.
Bring a bottle of this, and then we box up the rest, and you don't get me. I'll take it home with me. 1 for you and 5 for me.
Yeah, basically.
So Nate was talking to me about what they're gonna do. He arrives Tuesday night. Gavin arrives Monday night on Thanksgiving.
For the week of Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yep.
Again, let's remember this is September.
I know.
But you love to plan well in advance.
I know. And Nate's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. He goes, Wednesday night is fun night in Orlando, the night before Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna be down there hanging out. And I'll come to your house in the morning. I'm like, yeah, right. Good morning.
So he's not coming earlier in the week?
He's gonna spend the night Tuesday. He's gonna hang out with me at Sun Creek on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
With Gab. He's gonna drag Gab there and
Okay.
and the baby. But then Wednesday he's gonna go down to Orlando.
But he's got to eventually show back up at Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. He said, Dad, trust me. He goes, I'm dying for Thanksgiving dinner. He goes, I can't wait to be around everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, there's a turkey in the freezer. It's already there.
Yes, we'll be defrosted.
Yes.
Before Thanksgiving.
It's been in there since last Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving. I love, it's all the comfort food. I love the
So you're gonna cheat that day?
having family together. I am, but like I've gotten to the point I cannot overeat, or else I'm just gonna
You
be
get
like,
sick.
I will get sick. So I'm gonna just have little scoops of all the different
I think
foods. Each get the minor child for a certain amount of time. We trade off at a specific time on Thanksgiving Day. So this year I get my son at 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day. So I have to be here at my house to get him and then bring him over to where we're doing Thanksgiving
Well, he'll have a
dinner.
good time at my house.
With my family and with your family all blended together. We always have so much fun. If the weather cooperates, I would love to pull the cornhole out and do another little
If it's like this?
bit of cornhole
Are you kidding?
tournament.
This would be a perfect
My son
night.
absolutely loves to play cornhole too.
And I'm good at it.
Yeah, he's pretty good too.
I'm good. Yeah, he is.
I'm kind of hit or miss.
I think he was surprised at how good I was.
Yeah, I think so
I think
too.
he was shocked.
Yes, but it's really fun. Everybody loves to play cornhole.
Because I call the shots. I go
So-
10.
On a side note, this wine, have you tried it with the stuffed mushroom yet? It goes perfectly with this stuffed mushroom. It's just kind of
Okay.
cheeses and stuff that are
Cleanse.
stuffed and like a Bella mushroom. It's absolutely delicious.
Dried crackers, clean the palate.
Yes.
Here, so. Ready? So.
I'm gonna try a little bit of roasted vegetable. Not grilled, but
Sophie gains weight on Wednesday night.
she loves wine on Wednesday.
I'm sure she takes lots of dumps on the next day.
Huh, well,
In my house. Well, I can't bring her to the thing.
no, it's okay.
I'll bring her to the sales store.
No, she
Dra-
definitely would not be very helpful at the sales.
Drag her around. No, she wouldn't because everybody wants,
Mhm.
dog. Oh my God.
You could pawn her off on somebody there at
Say,
the
here,
at
watch
the
the
sale.
dog,
Yeah.
right?
Here, hold the dog.
Give me
Play with her.
10%
She's
discount.
very loving. Just hold her for like 30 minutes while I go.
You have
poke
no
around.
idea this dog. This dog is like my cat.
She's a beggar.
This dog is exactly like my cat. They're like two birds of a feather. They both stand there and look at us. We're sitting on a Friday night.
Yes.
We come back home. They're like,
Yes.
stop looking at me.
They're always begging for a scratch.
Stop staring.
Oh my gosh! The other day I pulled out some lunch meat, and as soon as you open the wrapper, they hear the crinkling. She came running top speed into the kitchen. Was like,
Because I always give her some when I open the
"Is there?"
lunch meat.
I know. And she's so disappointed because I never give her any
I
at
always
my
have
house.
ham and turkey in my house, and I always pull from it, and I'll sit there and eat a slice in front of her. It's my snack. It's protein.
Well, I mean, I can have that. Yeah, protein is fine.
Okay, let me try the mushroom.
So this is 12.5% alcohol. It is 0.23 grams per liter of residual sugar. I don't have the specifics on calories or carbs or anything for this wine, but rest assured it's a clean crafted wine, so it definitely would be lower than any of your store-bought wines. This is a really great wine.
With the mushroom, it's good.
Yes, don't you
Stuffed
think?
mushrooms, yeah.
So I have some other things on here that don't necessarily
What is
say
this?
that it goes with the wine.
Smoked
That's the
Gouda?
smoked Gouda. Yep. I didn't try any of the raspberry ale with this, but because it doesn't necessarily say like any kind of, well, I mean a couple of the fruits that are mentioned, and I don't know.
With the tomatoes, it was great.
What do you think? Oh, really? Okay, I'll give that a try. But raspberry ale cheese. I'm curious with the espresso beans. Is this a little heavier?
Yeah.
We normally do this with like a cab or something else like that, but I'm just throwing a little chocolate in there to try with this red wine.
Talk about, that'd be a great teacher pick-me-up on your desk. Dark chocolate espresso beans, lots of caffeine.
In the afternoons, a little pick-me-up in the
3
afternoon.
or 4 of those.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like drugs. It's like, man.
Definitely perk you up.
You don't even need a cup of coffee. Wait, let me try it.
Oh my gosh, I've reached a point in the school year where like now they're double and triple booking me for different things. So like I have morning duty, and then I have this training I have to go to, and then I have this 504 meeting I have to go to, and it's like, okay, I had to actually like email somebody and say, okay, I'm supposed to be at this training in the morning, but I'm also supposed to be at duty. So like, what do you want me to leave the training and go to my duty, or is somebody going to cover my, like, it's like, understand.
It's just ridiculous.
It's right. You're just like pulling away from my time. There's only one of me, and all these different places I'm supposed to be. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna do the best that I can.
She works at night. When we're done here, she's probably
lots of hours outside of school that I don't get paid for. But it's just there's no other way. You cannot physically get it done within the hours that you get paid for.
And my business, I have to pound at it every single day. And you know what? It pays off. I work hard. But both of my businesses, actually, the other ones kick it into gear. The other contract kicks into gear next week.
Okay.
And Jeff wants me to do some. Jeff, I shouldn't have said his name. Hey Jeff.
Well, nobody knows what Jeff's last name is, so.
Jeff Smith.
No.
Well, it's a big. Nobody. There's a million Jeff Smiths in the world.
Smith.
Jeff Smith. No, but I've got some work from him. He emailed me today, and just busy. I'm working 10 hours a day. So, but you have to work hard.
You do have to work hard. You know what? And I really,
with the inflation and everything, it's hard.
As much as I do for work as a teacher, I'm really finding it very, very, very satisfying this year because of the type of teaching that I'm doing and the quality of information I'm putting out there for students and having them interact with different things. I really feel like I'm a highly effective teacher this year, and it really is exciting to work with this kind of stuff.
You're definitely much more relaxed than you were a year ago.
Well, it's only September, so let's check back in in December.
I'm serious. Normally, like in hard years, she's every day.
I'm blessed with the students that I have this year. They really are a great group of kids.
Are they good kids?
They are really great, and even when they get a little squirrely in class, it's like
are they respectful?
Yes, because if I look at them with the teacher look, and I'm like, yeah, we don't do that here.
They back off.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, sorry.
I was always respectful.
And there's so many kids when they walk past me in the hall, even when they're not in my class, they walk past to another class. They're like, "Hi, Miss Whitten," or they're walking in class and they're like, "Bye, Miss Whitten, have a great day."
Because she's a good teacher.
She's
a super teacher.
They're the sweetest
kids.
kids.
Teach. She's the super, the S, full the S. That's what you know.
I'm still waiting for the point in this school year when somebody accidentally calls me mom.
Oh my God.
Because I do feel like sometimes that I'm like kind of taking over that role during the day.
Pearl mom.
No way!
Remember Pearl when you stated it? I was like, Pearl, okay, it's okay. She went.
It's funny as a teacher, but really it warms your heart whenever the kids think of you in that way and have that comforting kind of relationship with you that they accidentally call you mom. It's like, you know what? That's okay.
This woman who runs an estate sale company, her name's Pearl, I think she's like in her 70s. She's always sitting down. Well, she was eating a tuna sandwich for lunch. And I was like, I sat there, I was talking to her about how people hide things. Like, we go to estate sales on the first day.
Oh, they hide it so they can come back in the next couple of days when there's a percentage discount?
They'll take this phone and they'll hide it under the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'll wait, and the next day they come back and they pull it out. That's sneaky.
That is.
That is sneaky. So, you know, I have phone numbers on speed dial of all the estate sale people, and I do it the right way. I actually call them and ask them, is this still available? If it is, I'll drive 45 minutes to get there.
Right, the next day.
Right, and I do it. And it's like, it's worth it. Because a lot of times when you go and get 1 or 2 items, you'll find 10 items that are like knockouts. and it's just the business, nature of the business. But it's capitalism at its finest. If I can buy this for $1 and sell it for 10,
why not?
That's a great thing.
Right.
Wouldn't you buy 1,000?
You do all the effort to find it. You put it out there for other people to find it that don't want to take the time to go to garage sales and other places like that to find this stuff.
Right. So if I can buy this for $100,
no, she's priceless. You can't buy her.
Oh, Chili's got issues. You got to take her in. No. She has a hacking cough.
Oh.
Whooping cough.
She's a Pomeranian and she's very
she's
old.
14 years old.
Yeah. So
he said I may have to.
No.
He's really sad.
She's a really good dog.
And he said I have to text Aurora. I was like, no, don't do that. Well, no, but anyways, that's a long story.
Yeah, you digress. On a side note, I had this wine with the smoked Gouda.
Yeah.
That was really delicious.
Yeah.
That kind of smokiness, I didn't expect that to go really well with this wine, but it definitely was delicious. So on the last tasting, I'm going to do a little bit of the chocolate-covered espresso beans as the chocolate is melting in my hands. Because down here in Florida, even though it's fall, it's still pretty warm.
Well, it's delightful outside, but we're about to go in though. We're about to end this video.
Yeah, the storm's coming.
It takes a while to produce the video, so.
Well, yes, we do our best.
Ooh, it's Motorhead. Shout out to Motorhead, baby. Let me.
Okay.
Do you love rock and roll?
I do love rock and roll.
Does it satisfy your soul?
Not necessarily
what I like.
metal. But
I love them all.
I do love a variety. Oh my gosh! So I found out one of my students, her older sister, performs live at a lot of the different local bars and restaurants that we go to. She sings, plays guitar, and she's a fantastic musician.
And she's a manager too.
She's a manager, and she books a lot of the other local artists at these other bars and restaurants. And I finally connected the last name together, so I asked her, I said, are you related to this person? And she was like, yeah, that's my older sister.
Cheers to Layla.
I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, I hear your sister, she's very talented all the time.
We know her personally.
I could see my little student kind of beaming. She was like, yeah, that's my older sister.
She's a great gal.
So every day when my students come into class, I always play a song for them. And a lot of times it's music from the 80s or the 90s or whatever. Well, I don't know if she has any originals. She plays a lot of covers.
No, but you could pull it from Facebook or something and play it.
Yeah, I could do that. But this particular student of mine, whenever she always asks me, oh, is this so-and-so, is this so-and-so, she's very familiar with different musical artists, I think because of her older sister and things like that. But it's just a fun little connection with a student.
Isn't that fine?
Yeah, it is really.
It's a small world.
Yeah, it is such a small world.
Small world. But anyways, we gotta go. So we will see you next week. And I have no idea what we're gonna do next week, but she does.
It'll be a surprise.
Yes, but anyway, so this is a great
Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo. Never had it before. Had it tonight. It's awesome.
It's a Scout Circle unlocked, so if you're thinking about placing an order, definitely check this one out.
It's there. It's on the Scout and Cellar website.
Yep.
I'll put the link in the description. Like, comment, and share. Say something, anything. Talk to us. We'd be happy to talk to you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Good weekend. Bye.